very fast. Now, I need you to know that as God is telling you to do something, to obey. Alex? He is already telling 25 people that is around you, assuming you are already has gotten to a certain level. In fact, he's telling 1,000 people. The way you should count yourself is that you are 1 in 1,000. That every instruction and commandment and expectation that God is making over your life, he is speaking to 1,000 people at the same time. And your inability to respond to it on time has given gap for several things to happen. And one of them is for Satan to invade your space. One of them is for the seasons that God has ordained to pass your kairos. One of them is that you will no more have the grace to carry out the assignment. Every instruction of God comes with a grace backing it up to fulfill it. It is not about how hard it is. It is about the grace that is back of it. Your obedience is an attempt to reach out to the grace that backs that commandment. So when God gives somebody a command, he is not trying to tell you to do something that is big or small by your own hand. He is telling you that in your obedience you will find that I've made something available. I have made available a resource that will back you up. Now when a man tarries, the next thing that happens also is that what God is trying to do by that instruction that he has given to you would have passed. You will realize that the days that we live upon the face of the earth is like the days of prophecy. You will hear someone like Jesus speaking in the book of Hebrews chapter 10. He said, it is written in the books that I will do your will. He says, sacrifices and offering have I not brought to you, but a body have I made available to you. That means prophecy captured that within this time frame something should happen. And the invitation of God to vessels to yield to him as per that assignment is within a time frame. Because your obedience to God is interconnected with other people's obedience, interconnected with other people's destiny, and interconnected with other purposes of God that is coming out from other people. So imagine if you did not obey and there is another man that has been sent, that your obedience will bring the person to obedience. You now say, okay, let me wait for whatever reason. You now tarried for 2 more months. I have seen it happen many times. The person will now come and tell you, say, Apostle Kai, God called me 20 years ago. I've been doing this pastor work 20 years. I'll say, Kai, as soon as you say you have done this ministry 20 years, 25, I will normally respect you. But I will also suspect you. The reason why I'm going to suspect is that if you have done it for 25 years, by the mercies of God, there are things that by God you would have accomplished. Are you following me now? So for the person to point out some things that it did not happen, I can instantly appraise the situation, judge it to mean that there are several seasons of the person's life that he abdicated the command of heaven, that he was not able to discern the intention of God and its need for the hour. It is like an urgency in the spirit. Say after me, urgency. Say it again. Say it again. If God calls you, jump into it. Then ask yourself how to do it when you have jumped into it. You know, there is nobody powerful. It's just that you obeyed. If God tells you to do something, do it first. Even if you did it and failed, it is still part of doing it. The most important thing about doing what God said is doing what God said. The most important thing is not whether you did it and it worked. How do you know what worked before God? How do you know what succeeded? By what reference are you judging? What are your parameters? What is the metric system with which you are judging what succeeded and what did not succeed? I heard a story about a man that preached a powerful salvation message, did everything he did. And then he now made an altar call, and only one young boy came out. And I heard that, I've forgotten, is he Billy Graham or someone was that young man? For that preacher, that meeting was not a success. But for heaven, that is the greatest success he has ever had. Are you with me? So if God calls now, you obey now. When will you obey? When will you obey? You have to also carry the consciousness that you may wait for God, but God will not wait for you. What did I say? In fact, you will always wait for God, but God will not wait for you. If you will always be ready to respond to the command of God, then you will have to live prepared. What did I say? If you will always be ready to respond to the command of God, then you will have to live what? Prepared. Mark, are you following? You will have to live prepared. Somebody came and asked me, he said, Apostle, how do you prepare for your message? How do you prepare for your meetings? Do you know how I prepare? I live prepared every day. I assume that something can come now. And the people that have lived close to me knows that I don't have off time. I don't have off hour. Like, this is my off time. This is my spiritual time. This is my time for leisure. This is my time to laugh. Huh? Sometimes I play football. Even on the football pitch, the people that know me know that it's warfare. Inside that football pitch, I am analyzing it as destiny. That to fail in that match is like failing in destiny. And then you are my opponent. How do you know whether God will see the character you exhibited? Because a spiritual man, everything is spiritual. You are the one that counted it. Impartations can happen there now. As a matter of fact, from the football pitch, I have seen brothers that I sent to the mission field because I've seen the heart they have. And I know that this is the heart it takes to survive. Go and ask them, in that place, that's where I do the biggest discipleship. Because that's where you give me opportunity to monitor your character and your personality without pretending. Here, everybody, you are praying. It looks as if you are doing something. When they present you, you are weak, you are docile. I say, brother, he's around here, but I don't want to call. Those days, if he start, you tell him, move. He will do like this. If he lose the ball, he doesn't care. If you score him, he will laugh. But he can play, but he's too uninterested, uncommitted. He's like a talented and gifted man that is not hardworking, that is not committed. You will never make it. So one day, I called him and said, enter my team. I pushed him so much. He said he is injured and wanted to leave my team. I said, it's a lie. Play with your injury. Oh, Mark, you don't know. Don't worry, you play with me. I'm going to deal with you. It's not a threat, it's a fact. After a while, I noticed that the brother started receiving an impartation of that kind of heart that I have. Then he started seeing the reason in what I'm saying. Then he started seeing how this same thing is robbing him of spiritual results. Of how seasons will come in his life. Instead of forcefully entering, he is just doing like this. Maybe as if tomorrow I will have another opportunity. Tomorrow I will have another opportunity. So after me, I'm serious with my destiny. So after me, I'm not joking with my destiny. Say after me, I am not joking with my destiny.